Well, starting a new project. We're in Westwood, and it's January 6th, 23. And it's that fateful day, the anniversary. Um, we are starting a new project in the back of this house, pretty big sized patio. And it all begins with this plan. So, in the back of the house, we're going to be doing like this new walkway that comes around up on that side of the garage over here. And then we're going to be making a nice retaining wall around here. So originally we were going to landscape that, but the owner and his kids really like fish. We're doing a little fish pond feature here. And the goal is to bring this pond right up close to the patio so that while they're sitting on the patio, they could actually see the koi fish swimming around. So to get this to happen, we're going to extend this wall just a little further out and around and come in here. So that's the overall scope of the job. There's a couple of issues here. We just left Command Central there in the garage. That's where we're going to stage everything. But we've got this really steep incline that goes down into seasonal brook down below. So we really don't want to get involved with conservation and all that business. So we had a discussion, and what we're going to do is we'll take this wall down, take these steps down, and we're going to make access to the backyard over here. This is where that walkway is going to end up being when we're finished. It'll be coming this way. Now this room on the right here, this is an in-home office. Regrettably, I got to take a big chunk out of this rhododendron. This is what is here currently. This is like a 1970s special. But there's still going to be a nice set of steps right in here, a new platform over here. This will be the outdoor kitchen where you see this Pachysandra. This will be like an upper patio area. This wall is going to stay, but instead of sloping down, we're going to end up carrying that wall straight out in this direction towards the backyard. So that's what that's going to look like. And then this will be a new patio. This wall is going to be much further out, and it's going to swing around to the corner of that the house over here. And this is the current 1970s idea of a fish pond. It just looks too contrived. And it's too small. We're going to make it much bigger and deeper so that these fish can, overwinter right in the pond. Maybe have a floating heater in it if necessary. But this big giant rhodie is going to get transplanted, and it's going to look like a bomb was dropped over here because there's going to be a lot of stuff happening here. So I'll follow up with some more stuff and you'll see what's up. Thank you. So we just poured the footing this morning. There's no way I could use crushed stone on this one. You really can't tell, but this site's really almost inaccessible. So we're pumping concrete in for these footings. This is the concrete footing for the steps. And they just got that up by the house. Now we're pouring these steps. And then from this end where the wall is going to return back up the slope, I'll just use crushed stone on that. But that's this phase right here. But pumping the concrete, it's going pretty good.
We need a little bit more right here.
Okay, we are about 3 weeks later than our start date. So we're this is February 1st. Yeah, that wall is pretty significant. It's almost 5 feet tall. Probably damn close to it. Coming around. It's kind of chilly, but we'd rather do it in winter than in the summer, believe it or not. We got the steps in. The other steps, we got the block up. See where the outdoor kitchen's gonna be going up the back of the block. And then, you know, coming around this way, again, this wall is also, it's about 5 feet high. But by doing it this way, we have bought the homeowner a tremendous amount of real estate. Now, one of the problems working in the cold and rain and snow is that, you know, some of the mortar drools down out of the back of the stones when you set it. But we're going to be able to put a, you know, there's a considerable, not a lot of softscape, but there's a fair amount of softscape involved with the job. And you're going to see in the next photo, you know, next series, how much land actually was created by doing this wall. These are the footings for the back steps. But again, all this stuff, the first thing we always do is, where's the water and how do we get rid of it? So we've accounted for the drain spouts over there. We got these over here. You know, we got the ones up the side of the house, and it's all going to be relieved into this lower area here. Now, these trees are going to be a real focal point with the outdoor lighting that we're going to do. And we've also got some string lights we're going to be putting up, and step lights, and there's going to be an outdoor TV in the kitchen area that's going to be facing the patio. But this kind of says it all right there. You can see where the old patio was, and you can see where it's going to end up. And lastly, where that giant rhododendron is, we're going to do beautiful, unique, custom fish pond, where if you're sitting on the patio, you'll be able to see the fish swimming around. So it's a great project to do in the wintertime. You know, call it what you will, but the winters are warmer, and we're able to work. This is the second winter in 3 years that we've been working right through, unaffected by snow. And this is just more dirt that's got to get backfilled in there. So it's coming along great. Okay, so we just wrapped up the project over here in Westwood. Had some little things to do here and there. But this paving brick, it's called Pine Hill Flashed. I really think it's far better, more superior than the concrete pavers. It just looks insane. It'll always be the same. It'll never change. So the owner's out here, he's got his hoses going and whatnot. So we put these 2 steps in here. And then this is the kitchen. This is a really cool feature. So the sink's got a cover on it and a cutting board on the top. So you can take that off. And then, you know, we did the granite countertops, the grill. So we got the cabinets down below. So that's where he keeps his bottled gas. You got the refrigerator, and this is just an access panel for the plumbing on the sink. So this was the bluestone patio. Rained yesterday, so it's a little wet. You know, this bluestone, it takes just as much time to lay this as it does unilock, maybe a little bit longer. but the Unilock doesn't stand the test of time. And this was like, we did this pond. You can see like the gravel on the bottom of the pond and this waterfall. Back in the 90s, I used to have to figure out my own methods for keeping the water clean. But under this rock over here is the skimmer. So what happens is the water is drawn into the skimmer and then it pumps through and then it goes back to the waterfall over here. Inside the waterfall there is a biological media that filters out the algae in the water. But like this rhodie was here originally, and all we did was we just moved that rhododendron back like 4 feet maybe. Hell of a difference. So we made this custom post for the outdoor lighting that goes up above. Now, let's not forget the most important thing. This was the outdoor TV that's in the outdoor kitchen cabinet. So watch Red Sox games in the summer, movies at night, all of that. Grass is starting to come in. So they're not like lawn nuts. So we did seed it with some wildflower mix. And they're just gonna kind of leave this as a meadow and just cut it like once or twice a year, that's it. But this is the wall coming around. Now that hedge on the top, that's a Hickseye hedge. That's gonna grow into a solid hedge, maintained like maybe waist high. And this wall keeps going all the way around and terminates on that corner of the house. It's a really secluded spot right in the middle of Route 1 and 95 and in Westwood. When I first came here, I told the guy, this place has so much potential for a really nice project. So we were able to make this unbelievable outdoor living space. And I must say, we're pretty proud of it and the customers are extremely happy. And the crazy thing was, we didn't start it until January 10th, if memory serves me correctly, of 23. And here it is, April 15th, 16th, somewhere around there, right after tax day. All done. On to the next.